I tell you, Carl and I, if he had lived, we would have been together for a full 12 years if he'd lived just a few more weeks. And the thought of getting married, legally married, never really crossed my mind. I really hadn't thought about it because, like I said, Carl and I were not gay activists. I mean, if anybody wanted to get married, it's fine. And one morning, he said, you know, I want to get married. And I said, well, why? And he said he just wanted to be married.
They were married in San Francisco, and I was delighted to attend that wedding. It was very meaningful, done at the courthouse in San Francisco. I was particularly impressed because we had to wait an hour or two before their ceremony was done in the courthouse there. I was impressed by how many gay couples were there. There could have just as easily been a lot of heterosexual couples waiting. I did not observe that, but that was at the time when California permitted or allowed that legally to be a legal marriage. And there were many gay couples there, several with children. And it looked every bit as exciting and meaningful to those couples as it did to my husband and I when we got married.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. You know, just for them to be able to kind of, you know, put themselves out there to the world, you know, and show that they do have a relationship and tell the world that they, you know, they are married and together, I think that's great. It's important because for too long they've had to hide their relationship, which I don't think is healthy. And, you know, to really have a family, and it's important to be able to be open with others and to share that with those in the community, and to show that, you know, you are serious about being together, being a family, and that you know, that your relationship is worth just as much as a heterosexual relationship.
But I would say, why not? I mean, it is a relationship, and there are legal reasons why it's important to be recognized as a couple. You know, whether it's benefits, whether it's inheritance, whatever the case might be, property ownership. And to that I would say, then why not? And I understand, again, I was raised by parents that were very fundamental Christians. I believe I understand the issues, and I can hear that, but from a legal standpoint, if there are two people that are committed to each other in a relationship and wanting to share everything in life together, then I think that's the requirement.
Why not? If you have two people who love each other and you have consenting adults, whose business is it? Why would anyone not want to foster love? Simple as that.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw as my brother went down the path of advanced AIDS and his health deteriorated significantly. I saw his trust in Dave, absolute trust. And I saw the care that Dave gave him. My husband, who I dearly love, and I believe dearly loves me, saw this and said, I don't think I could do that for you, Helen. I don't know if I could do what Dave is doing for Carl. He said, I doubt it, because that Dave gave everything he had to care for Carl, to have Carl be at home, which of course is what Carl wanted, and it's what most of us want, and to make sure that his last weeks and months were just as positive as they could be. And I can tell you that they were. I was here, and I've never seen greater love than that.
the way that Davy would take care of my father. He was at the point where he could no longer walk, make it to the bathroom, or do anything. And, it was primarily Davy who was taking care of him the entire last few months of his life. And that was remarkable to me. That showed, how dedicated they were and, how strong their relationship was at that point.
I was given an opportunity to care with everything I had. I was given that opportunity. I don't think many people are truly given that opportunity and able to carry it through. Carl died of AIDS, and he was very, very upfront. When we first met, he said, I'm HIV positive, and I was HIV negative. I remained HIV negative. I opened my mind that I would enter a relationship with Carl knowing he was HIV positive, and he told me right up front that he thought we would have 3 years together, and 2 of which would be good and 1 not so good. Well, I thought, this love thing, all right, I'll roll the dice with it and see, and if I get 2 good years from this, fine. Well, we had nearly 12, as I said earlier, and by doing what is the leading education on HIV prevention, I'm living proof that that works. And I want people to know that.
I'm Lowell Grisham. I'm Carl and Dave's priest, but I did not get to preside at their wedding. I couldn't, because weddings between same gender loving couples are illegal in Arkansas, and I'm required by the prayer book to follow the secular laws of my jurisdiction. Though I didn't get to preside at their wedding, I saw what their marriage was, and it was a marriage of deep and abiding quality, with the same kind of characteristics that I think of in my own marriage of more than 35 years. I hope that if my wife Kathy is ill, as Carl was, that I would be as loving and faithful and as long-suffering as Dave was in his care and love for Carl. I saw in their relationship the fruit of the Spirit. And St. Paul says that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, gentleness, and temperance. And St. Paul goes on to say, there is no law against such things.